Okay, stop talking. Next slide.
You're gonna do, you're gonna practice.
Yes. Here comes Greg.
Good evening, everybody. Hi, Greg, welcome. This meeting is being held in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Adequate notice this meeting has been published in the borough's official newspapers and posted in the municipal building and on the borough's website. As permitted by the Open Public Meetings Act, this meeting is being held in person and broadcast online via Zoom video meetings. The option to attend via Zoom is a courtesy. If Zoom becomes unavailable, cannot be fixed, the council will continue in person only. For those joining us via Zoom, please raise your hand during designated times to be recognized for a comment. Whether you're appearing in person or via Zoom, you must provide your name to be recognized. Pledge of Allegiance, please. Please rise. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please, Mary.
Councilmember Bonatakis. Councilmember Facey Blackwood.
Here.
Councilmember Forrest.
Present.
Councilmember Janone.
Here.
Councilmember Euro.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Trigiano.
Here.
And Mayor Portman.
I am here. All right, let me go through my proclamations. First up, we have Women's History Month. Whereas in this pivotal moment of history, we are called to confront a range of overlapping global challenges: climate change, economic insecurity, healthcare disparities, and threats to democratic participation. These issues are deeply intertwined, and women, particularly from marginalized communities, often experience their impacts most acutely. And whereas the National Women's History Alliance, which creates and promotes National Women's History Month each March, has announced Leading the Change, Women Shaping a Sustainable Future as the 2026 theme. And whereas Leading the Change, Women Shaping a Sustainable Future expands our understanding of sustainability beyond just environmental concerns. It encompasses financial sustainability, community resilience, leadership succession, and intergenerational equity. Whether developing green technologies, advancing economic justice, strengthening education systems, or building civic power, women are designing blueprints for sustainable transformation. The theme affirms that shaping a sustainable future means fostering systems that support both people and the planet. And whereas the goals and objectives are to honor, celebrate the diverse contributions of women who are leading sustainability efforts across environmental, economic, educational, and social justice movements, educate, raise awareness about the important historical and contemporary roles of women in shaping sustainable change, inspire, empower individuals and institutions on how to take action towards sustainability, equity, and justice in their own spheres of influence, connect, build bridges across generations, geographies, and disciplines to foster collaboration, mentorship, and shared learning. Envision, encourage a long-term vision for our future where women's leadership is central to thriving communities and a healthy planet. Now, therefore, I, William Portman, Mayor of the Borough of Red Bank, do hereby proclaim and observe March as designated as Women's History Month.
Yeah.
I have Randy Moore here. Randy, you want to come up and accept this? Hold on, it's this one. I'm going to also ask all of our female council members to join us for a photo with Randy.
Our female majority council members? Okay.
The mayor does this to surround himself with pretty women. Chins up, big teeth. Here we are.
We have one more proclamation. This is for Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. Whereas colorectal cancer is preventable, treatable, and the leading cancer killer of people under 50, according to Fight CRC, ACG, and the American Cancer Society. Whereas colorectal cancer is one of the few cancers that can be prevented with timely screening, but 1 in 3 eligible Americans are not up to date on screening. Whereas American Indian, Alaska Natives, and Black Americans are more likely to be diagnosed with colorectal cancer and more likely to die from the disease than other groups. Whereas Hispanic, Latino adults aged 45 to 75 are 15% less likely to receive recommended colorectal cancer screenings compared to the general U.S. population, often resulting in later, more advanced diagnoses. Whereas observing a colorectal cancer awareness month during the month of March would provide a special opportunity to increase awareness and offer education on the importance of early detection and screening of colorectal cancer. Therefore, therefore, I, William Portman, Mayor of the Borough of Red Bank, do hereby proclaim March 2026 as Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. And of course, we have Bonnie here to with friends. All right.
Yeah, speech. Yeah. Speech. Of course.
You want to do me a favor, if you want to say a few things, just come up to any one of the microphones. They should all be working, and educate us. You might have to hit the little button there at the bottom. Is the button on? You don't have to hold it, you just touch it.
Now?
There we go.
Oh, hey. Everything you said was true, and it's the second leading cause of cancer death across the board in this country, and lung cancer being number one. But unlike lung cancer, the majority of them are preventable. It's one of those things where if you get testing, found to have a polyp and have it removed, you prevent cancer to begin with. It's one thing to screen people and find something early. It's another thing entirely to get screened and find something and prevent it to begin with. If I'm sure a lot of people here have been through colonoscopy, and I know it's not everybody's favorite test. And it is a real procedure with real risk, but that risk overall is low, and your lifetime risk of colon cancer far outweighs that risk. So I encourage everybody to do it. You may have seen there's non-invasive testing. Everybody knows Cologuard, the talking box, and I think Patrick Dempsey is now doing commercials for that blood test. I would merely say, I do colonoscopies for a living, so I'm a little bit biased, but I would say doing something is better than nothing. But colonoscopy is unequivocally the best test, and I would encourage people to do that one rather than non-invasive screening. But again, do something rather than nothing.
I'm due. I'm
right.
scheduling now.
Thank you,
I
guys.
promise.
It's a little reminder.
Yes, the reminders help.
Thank you guys for the proclamation. It's much appreciated.
Yes, and hold on, we'll come to a picture, but Bonnie, you want to tell us about you want to do it right in the mic, just so the people at home can hear you?
Okay, thank you. So we support 2 nonprofits, and we have a local New Jersey seed program with the VNA, and we have English and Spanish flyers here with a phone number. So if I don't know if you have a place that might be, well served to keep these things, but people can call and they can get the underinsured and the uninsured can get a free colonoscopy, prostate exam, mammogram, and it's all through the VNA Health Group and the New Jersey Seed, which is a cancer education. So we participate with that, and that's awesome. And then I'll just leave a few unbranded information flyers here. So, okay.
Great, thank you.
Can we get a quick picture?
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
I'm going to push my doctor and see if I really should do the bucket or the real test.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Right.
And by the way, I just want to add, I just found out, I hang out at the Y with Bonnie's son. I didn't even know it. We're Y buddies. Huh. Oh, nice. Such a proud mama.
Councilwoman Blackwood, it was good of you to note that we have a female majority on our council, as only 30% of electeds in New Jersey are women, even though we make up 51% of the population. I just wanted to add to the celebration of Women's History Month, and specifically to Randy Moore, who came to accept the proclamation. We're so fortunate to have her as a Red Bank resident. And I just wanted to share some of the reasons why we had her accept the proclamation. Excuse me for reading, but Randy Moore has built a career shaping affordable housing policy and solutions across New Jersey, and today leads that work as CEO of the Affordable Housing Alliance in Monmouth County. Randy serves on the board of the Housing and Community Development Network of New Jersey and as the chair of the Monmouth County Homeless Systems Collaborative. Randy has never lost sight of what drives her work, the belief that everyone everywhere deserves a safe and affordable place to live. And that's the truth. Anybody who spends just a little bit of time with Randy knows that that's what drives her. You can't hang out with her and not speak about her passion, and we share that in common. One of my favorite stories that she shared about me was saving the RV homes, and how far she had to go to do that, to get special licensing, because you can't manage an RV home without having certain licensing. And she said, well, then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get that licensing to manage an RV park, to save it and to save these people's homes. I just think that your creativity, your ingenuity, the fact that you never give up, and the fact that you realize how much people really value their homes is really special. So thank you, and I'm really grateful that you live in our town. So.
Bonnie, real quick, what was the doctor's name again? Eric Essinger, you got that? Thank you. Thank you, Kate. Can I have a motion to open the floor for public comment on agenda items only?
I'll make such a motion, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Ben. Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone have any comments on agenda items only? Anyone online?
Sure.
Can I have a motion to close the public comment for agenda items only?
So moved.
Can I have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Can I have a motion to approve the minutes from 2/26/2026? Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And the ordinances, this is a final reading and public hearing for 2026-05 entitled an ordinance repealing Chapter 562 Sidewalk Cafes and Restaurants and adopting new Chapter 475 Outdoor Business Extensions to adopt uniform regulations and fees pertaining to outdoor business extensions. This ordinance was introduced on February 26, 2026. Can I have a motion to open the floor for public comment on this ordinance only?
So moved.
Can I have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Just Pat, Randy, any comment? Anyone online, Jim? All right, can I have a motion to close the public comment on this ordinance only?
So moved.
Can I have a motion to approve ordinance 2020?
I'll second
I'm
that.
sorry, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Can I have a motion to approve ordinance 2026-05 on final reading and adopt?
I'll make that motion.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Bonatakis?
Yes.
Councilmember Facey Blackwood?
Yes.
Councilmember Forrest?
Yes.
Councilmember Janone?
Yes.
Councilmember Euro?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Trigiano?
Yes.
And Mayor Portman.
Yes. Next up is an introduction for 2026-06 entitled An Ordinance of the Borough of Red Bank, County of Monmouth, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 490, Planning and Development Regulation relating to Section 118, Outdoor Storage Materials. Can I have a motion to approve this on introduction?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. Can I have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Bonatakis?
Yes.
Councilmember Facie Blackwood?
Yes.
Councilmember Forrest?
Yes.
Councilmember Janone?
Yes.
Councilmember Euro?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Trigiano?
Yes.
And Mayor Portman.
Yes, public hearing for this ordinance will be held on March 26th, 2026. One more, an introduction for 2026-07 entitled An Ordinance Adopting NW Chapter 99 Passport Services to establish fees for U.S. passport services provided by the Borough Clerk. Can I have a motion to approve 2026-07 on introduction?
Yes.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Bonatakis?
Yes.
Councilmember Facie Blackwood?
Yes.
Councilmember Forrest?
Yes.
Councilmember Janone?
Yes.
Councilmember Euro?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Trigiano?
Yes.
And Mayor Portman.
Yes. Public hearing on this ordinance will be held on March 26th, 2026. Resolutions, everyone good with these? You want to take a quick sec to take a look, or can we do them on the consent agenda? We good? All right. Can I have a motion to approve resolutions 26-59 through 26-67 under the consent agenda?
So moved.
Can I have a second? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Bonatakis?
Yes.
Councilmember Facie Blackwood?
Yes.
Councilmember Forrest?
Yes.
Councilmember Janone?
Yes.
Councilmember Euro?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Trigiano?
Yes.
And Mayor Portman.
Hey, Scott, would you do me a favor? Will you just hit the button on that microphone? I think it might be feeding back a little bit. Thank you. Is there a button? No?
Yeah, there is.
There we go. Thank you. You can tell the warm weather is coming. Oh, yeah. Did we already do it? Yes? Oh, yes, yes.
Thank you.
Sorry, I thought I did that already. We can tell the warm weather is coming and people are excited because we have this massive list of proposed events coming up here in Red Bank. I'll just roll through them real quick. A special event for Monteverde on Sunday, April 19th from 12 at 12 noon, pending additional event details from the Special Events Committee. The Red Bank Ride Out. This is becoming my favorite event. What was that kid's name? Ryland, yeah. He put it, what was he, like 10, I think? Put the whole thing together, 11. Yeah, amazing. So he's proposing the event for Saturday, May 9th, 11 a.m. to 2, with a rain date of Sunday, May 10th. We have Dog Days happening. Is it going to be Riverside Gardens and Marine Park? I don't know. Marine Park. All right, good.
That's what we're changing.
All right, good. Changing it to Marine Park, and that'll be on Saturday, September 19th from 12 to 4 with a rain date of the 20th. Recover Revolution is having an event, a community-based event at Riverside Gardens Park on Sunday, June 14th. It's a nice organization. My friend Robbie, childhood friend, runs that. So, yeah, come out to that one. And the Jazz Arts Project at Triumph Brewery. Is this along with the Classic Car Show? Or they're hosting the Classic Car Show?
This is along with their gala that's going to be indoors, but they had to notate that just for traffic safety that they're going to be having classic cars in the,
Gotcha.
because they're having like a Havana theme.
Gotcha. Nice.
Yeah.
So that's on Wednesday, April 29th at Triumph Brewery, along with the Classic Car Show. And the organizers requesting street closure for 6 to 8 p.m. classic cars and an informational tent. Very nice. There's a graduation after party at East Side Park on Friday, June 12th from 11:30 to 2:30. Mastro Montessori Academy will hold their graduation prior at the Count Basie. The organizer is planning this as an after party with a food truck to be decided. It'll be the crop walk on Sunday, October 18th. And Parks and Rec is doing Pride in the Park at Riverside Gardens Park on June 6th. And rain date of June 13th. And the Juneteenth celebration at Johnny Jazz Park will be Sunday, June 21st, with a rain date of Sunday, June 28th. And that event will be from 12 to 4. Any questions on any of that, team? Can I have a motion to open the floor for public comment?
So moved.
Can I have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Randy, you want to opine on Women's Month? Oh, wow. Nice.
On something.
Thanks. Just, yeah, hit the button.
No, I think I will just say thank you and that
Got to state your name and address.
Randy Moore, 52 West Sunset Ave, Red Bank. I will say that it is so wonderful to live in a town with a majority women council and a town that really supports affordable housing, believes in it. One of the towns I think that was first out front accepting affordable housing plan. I stayed around because there was some stuff on the agenda that you're adopting the affordability plan, assistance program, which is wonderful. Curious who's running all of those programs and how you get the word out of that, because I know there is a big need for rehab as well. So that's great. And we'll also share, because I'm saying this everywhere I go lately, that we got the governor's budget yesterday, and it does not fully fund the Affordable Housing Trust Fund. It really funds it at a much lower level than it was even funded at last year. Last year it was fully gutted. And so when you look at how the different diversions are going, there'll only be about 30 million available for affordable housing development throughout the state. That's the main source of funding for small affordable housing development, 100% of affordable projects in our communities that fit really well into places like Red Bank. And so it really should be funded about 130 million. So would just ask you to look at that and maybe possibly pass a resolution or something encouraging the governor to fully fund that. I will say our Senator Gopal and the Assemblywomen have both sponsored a bill that would support it and a dedicated funding source for it, but we just want to make sure that that goes forward. Leave it at that. Thank you.
Thank you.
What did you say it's sitting at right now? I know they fully gutted it and drained it last year.
They did. They found about 45 million last year. Our organization was lucky enough to get an award for a project in a different town, but so many of my colleagues were not able to get awards. So there's a lot of projects hinging on that. I think it's about 30. It was announced in the budget at 70 million, but about 40 of that is funding a state rental assistance program. And so it really only leaves about 30 million for development, which is hardly, it's a drop in the bucket.
Okay, so yeah, it's already 40 million allocated to a rental assistance program. So there's only 30 million for development in the whole state, in the
Yep.
state budget
Yep.
this year.
We know it's a tough year. We know it's a tough budget year. I know we fully understand all of that, but at a time when we know there's an incredible housing crisis, this isn't the place to be cutting.
So there is a bill that they're introducing.
There is a bill that's pending. It basically takes part of the millionaire tax and dedicates it to the Affordable Housing Trust Fund.
Okay.
So, and I can share more information.
Well, that'd be
on that
great.
too. Yeah,
Thanks.
should have come prepared. But
Thank you.
impromptu,
Thank
so.
you, Randy.
So
Thank
this is what funds the fully affordable, because, I get requests, Ben, why don't the town does 100% affordable housing? This is what we would use.
This is one of the main sources that you would use to do projects under 25 units. Yeah.
And
Yep.
one project could be millions of dollars of that 30 million, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So that's really tiny
Nothing.
amount.
It's nothing. It's statewide and it's,
Yeah.
yeah. Yep. Yep. So. Thank you.
Anyone online, Jim?
No, sir.
Can I have a motion to close the public comment?
I make such a motion, Mr.
Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Christine, you got anything to report?
Yeah, I'll jump in. Just want to note, it was really a privilege to attend this past weekend, the New Jersey Bike and Walk Summit with Councilwoman Nancy Facey Blackwood. We had,
There you
I
go.
never know, it's different. These are new, they're new. Not only did we have a great time and learned a lot, it's summits like these help us understand what other municipalities are seeing, thinking, get inspired, great ideas. Happy to say that we did those things, but also it made me feel pretty good about where we stand. I think we have a long way to go in implementation for bike and pedestrian safety and increasing active transportation in our town. But the fact that we have a complete and Green Streets Committee, that committee is moving forward on a Vision Zero plan are really big steps. So made me all the more excited for that. Also learned a little bit about how other towns and stakeholders are seeing the recent legislation at the state level, which is basically the strictest in the nation around e-bikes, and that there are already there's work in motion to see if it's possible to amend that to a more reasonable law that better accounts for different types of stakeholders, people with disabilities that are really going to be restricted, and hopefully undoing some of the confusion that that law has created. And I know the councilwoman has also spoken about that, but we've agreed and the council agrees that we are in favor of rationalizing that law. So great event. Just wanted to note it here. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. Ben Y, Ben the younger.
Nothing too crazy today, but it was certainly nice to have a couple beautiful days in Red Bank before it started snowing again. Town was really buzzing, a lot of people eating outside, which, makes me really think how good Broadwalk is going to be this year. I think it's going to impress both the fans and the naysayers. There's a lot of collaboration and planning going on in the background. We're really excited about it. I think it's going to be really good for the residents and, visitors alike. And it's important to compete. There's so much competition in our area, in New Jersey in general. And there's no reason why we shouldn't be at the forefront of, what drives people into our downtown, the core of Broadwalk. And it's not a big town. It pushes people all throughout town. So really excited about it and more to come. Thanks.
Thank you, Nancy.
Sure. I want to echo everything that Christina said regarding the Bike Walk Conference. I want to thank you very much for allowing us to go. We did gain a wealth of information, and it was good to see that we are on the right track, doing the right things. So that part was great. I would also like to thank the police and fire police for being out there today with the incident with the broken power line down.
I want to thank you
New
for
Jersey.
being out there today.
I know, and it started snowing like that, but it was all good. So I am very grateful for that. And there's a reminder that the Environmental Commission Green Team is having their Sustainable Yard event, which is going to be a series talking about what you can do to make your yards more sustainable, use gas-free equipment. Rakes are very popular. They should be coming back in style. And that's going to be on the 24th at 6, I want to say it's 6:30 or 6 at the Red Bank Public Library. Check their calendar and also check the Red Bank Environmental Commission page for information about that event. And also in about a month, the Green Team, EC Green Team will be having their Green Fair as well. So we invite you to come forward, look at the people that we have bringing in their tables to showcase their goods, as well as seeing the wonderful things that the middle school kids were doing. I understand there's a trash and show that's on the way, and they put up these amazing presentations about sustainability. So it is worth it for you to come and look. And Mayor, that's all I have. Thank you.
Ben the elder.
Okay. The thing from really Parks and Rec, you already mentioned those. You already mentioned the Parks and Rec things. I'm so glad that the borough is organizing an event for Edith Blake, our 108-year-old. She's, I think I've been to like 5 of her birthdays over the years at the senior center. So she's definitely a Red Bank legend. So great job, all of you, for doing that. And I'll be, I think, at her service tomorrow. I'm always touched by when the topic of housing comes up here, because probably, I don't know if it's number one, it's one of 2 things that I hear probably the most about. I hear it at the senior center when we have office hours, and Nancy and Laura and I do office hours. I hear it all the time, and I get yelled at about, well, Ben, you can't do any pilots or anything to help that. And, it's not fair to us. And, it's just, it is such an incredible issue for this whole nation. And it's right here. My kids can't find a place to live in Red Bank. a lot of people can't find places to live anywhere in New Jersey. It's very difficult. And I'm so glad that you're here and you do that every day, fighting for that. And it's the American dream. It's all, it's just incredible that we have neglected and allowed this situation to happen. And I get commentary that's just unbelievable. Why don't we just have single family houses, Ben? Well, because they're $1.2 million on the west side, now. And we have to find a way to make housing happen. You can't have everybody crashing and just filling all of our homes. People need their own lives. And it is powerful. And it is a big issue for us because, we have to make decisions and compromises to try to accommodate those. But I know folks who live in some of those 20% affordable units that we have around town. There's not enough of them, of course, but it's life and death for them. Life and death. And, and I get very dismissive comments on a regular basis. Well, it doesn't really need, the 20%, whatever it is, doesn't mean that much. It does to the families and a mother and daughter that I know live in one of those. And they really don't know where else they would live if we didn't do this. So thank you. That's all I got, Mayor.
All right, Laura.
Hi. Mayor Wellness had an event on Wednesday at the Senior Center. It was at 11:15. Dr. Karinas, a great cardiologist. She's a retired cardiologist, but she volunteers at the Parker Clinic. She did a talk on cardiac health and the Blue Zone, which was very, very interesting. Unfortunately, the slides weren't working because she didn't bring her like a just thing to hook into our thing, but she's going to share them with us. It was very well received. There were a lot of people there because it's bingo day, so it was good. That was the one thing that we did this week. And then Patty White was in the audience. She's a nurse practitioner who retired from Monmouth Medical. A lot of you guys know her from town. She picked out a date. I'm pretty sure it's May 6th. She listened to the talk and she's going to use the Blue Zone and work that into Women's Health Talk in May 6th at the Student Center, same day, Wednesday, during that time. A lot of questions, and it was very well received. She was very impressed too. I took her on a tour of our senior center. She was very impressed with it. She took her into all the different rooms. She met Ben and Nancy and saw all the different rooms we have. She said, "Oh, I might join." So she works on the Parker Clinic every Monday. She sees patients there. Also with Mayor's Wellness, we're having a Monmouth County Mayor's Wellness this Wednesday when we normally have our Zoom. We're going to have a Zoom with all the towns in Monmouth County, their Mayor's Wellness Committee on Zoom. So I think those are the things that are coming up with them. We have a few other things coming after May, but I'll bring them up at another time. Library, they're having sustainable yards. That's part of the animal welfare and environmental group are having sustainable yards talk besides their regular talks on May 24th from 6:30 to 7:30. Mary Warner from the animal welfare and a couple of other people are involved with that. So that's a talk at the library, plus everything else that goes on at the library there. Animal welfare read this week. We've talked a lot about dog days, which we just said it's going to be Marine Park. And we have the rain date all set up. And then the opening of Broadwalk. We're very excited. The first night of the opening Broadwalk, we're going to have, first day during that Saturday, we're going to have Louis Legacy there to adopt dogs and cats. We're going to have chickens there. There's a lot of things that some of the restaurants are working with us to make their menu, have some recipes that have dog things in them and their scarves and stuff like that. So we're having the Picasso art that we had last year for the dogs, lots of activities. So that's coming up. I met with Jim and I think Jim's going to meet with our leadership, Paul and TJ, about some issues that we had with the Monmouth County SPCA that were brought up. We're having our rabies clinic on May 2nd. I want to keep, it's free rabies shots for cats and dogs. And it'll be at the First Aid on Spring Street. And that's from 9 to 12 on May 2nd. It's a Saturday. And Nancy and I'm going to plug for the Parks and Rec because there's yoga and Zumba for seniors that Nancy and I go to. We just came from it. Like, we got a good workout. It was kind of hard to get there because of all the traffic backed up on Shrewsbury Avenue that Nancy was patrolling before we got there. Um, but it was an active day, right? But anyhow, they want to extend that because it's so well attended. The yoga is very well attended. So we're talking about extending that Parks and Rec. So if anybody's interested, it's chair yoga, so it's not real hard. And the Zumba's a little trickier, but she goes slow, so we could get it.
Who's teaching the class?
Pat,
Pat Richter teaches the chair
she's on
yoga
Parks.
class.
You
Yeah.
know her, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does a lot in town too. So yeah, she's a very good teacher. And Elise who teaches Zumba? She's a resident
Her
too.
name is Aletta, and I
Aletta.
don't remember her surname, sorry.
Yeah, she lives on Linden too. So, but she was very good. She was very patient with Nancy and I. But that class is not very well attended, so I'm putting a word out there. If any seniors want to come to Zumba, it's really fun.
Maybe if they make it chair Zumba, we could.
Chair Zumba, that's what we need to do because I have 2 left feet. I'm letting you know that. Nancy has a little more rhythm than I do. Okay, that's it. We're done.
Kate, what do you got?
First off, I just want to say happy birthday again to Mayor Billy Portman.
Yes, happy
It's his birthday yesterday.
birthday, Mayor.
And then just echo again, rest in peace to Edith Blake. I think it's wonderful that we're having a community celebration for her. I've been serving on this dais for 7 years, so for her 101st birthday, 102nd, 103rd, 104th, and every year it was just unbelievable. And for every year for her to be so sharp and lovely and beautiful. And, you know, as she said to Brian, I love everyone, even the people who don't love me, I love them. And I think that's so worthy of community celebration. So I'm really happy that we're using community space to celebrate that. I have notes. Hold on. Multiple people on the dais. I mean, everybody up here does so much. I mean, that we can't remember to say everything. I mean, Nancy literally directed the traffic and then went to Zuma and then came here today, as you heard. But she also participated in, as well as Laura and Councilman Euro and other people up here, and Main Street America visited Red Bank. They actually had a representative come here from New Orleans. Their National Strategic Planning Committee visited Red Bank, and they conducted focus groups. They surveyed our downtown businesses, all in our special improvement district. And then what they're going to do with that information is a recommended strategic plan and also a plan for the next 5 years for the district. And this is wonderful. This is a guiding document that the CID has not had. So, you know, I see Brian typing up. Definitely reach out to Maren to find out more about that. But everybody that participated, some people participated in the Thursday. I was there for the Friday. But just wonderful to have that resource. Wonderful for there to be fresh eyes looking at the district. People that see downtowns nationally, see different economies, see different community events nationally. It's just a wonderful benefit to the downtown. We also all participated in something that elected officials and public servants love, Read Across America. It was great. It's always great. I read The Big Orange Spot, which I always love to read. If you haven't read The Big Orange Spot, it's a great one. And then I'll just add, this time of year is always really hard for small businesses. We're starting to come out of it. But, you know, we're just coming out of the tough time in Red Bank. So just a reminder to support your small businesses, support your West Side businesses. Your West Side businesses want to see you. They would love to see you. And that's it. That's my report. Thank you.
Mayor, could I just add something I forgot?
Sure.
So last night was trivia night, so some people if we're here. Did you bring your spoon? But it was for the Education Committee, and it's really a fun night. We had a great night. We weren't in last place this time. We came in 4th, so it was pretty good. But while I was there, I did see Rosie and Eric Perry, and they wanted me to tell you that they did read that proclamation to Edith, and they told her it was Edith Blake Day, and she was awake during that. So that made me feel so, I'm getting chills telling you that. They did say she understood it, so that was really very nice. And so when I was reading, I brought my kids' books. My kids are old, as you know, 41 and 39, but I brought The Giving Tree to the third grade, and then I remember that my daughter told me there's a new ending to The Giving Tree. So I read the old version. So then I went home and found the new version, and there is a whole new ending to that story. Well, not written by that author, but was revised. So I was very happy when I went to the charter school and they had a group of books out there because there were only 2 books I could find in my bookshelf. And there was a really good story about cool beans. So if you're reading The Giving Tree, look up the new ending to it. That's it. Thanks.
Mayor, may I also add something?
Sure.
Sorry. Speaking of Read Across America, one of the books that was available is called On the Flipped Fairy Tale series. And my kids are grown, so I missed that phase, but I had the pleasure of reading the story of the 3 little pigs from the perspective of a wolf. It was very interesting. So if you get a chance to go through that book, it's kind of fun. So that's it.
I'm not saying the third graders at the elementary school, the charter school know me well, but they picked out a book for me to read to them, and it was called The Bad Seed. It was The Bad Seed. And then I had to tell them stories about me being bad in third grade as the teachers were telling me to cut it off in the background. I had a good time. Yeah, and I got to read to the kindergartners over at the primary school, so that was a lot of fun.
Sorry, Mayor, I have one more thing to add. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. It's just like all coming back. When reading to the third grade, they asked, what does a council person do? So I explained a little bit. And I said, we also work on projects that are fun. And I mentioned Marine Park. And this third grader raised his hand and he said, do you have the blueprints? What are the plans? When is it going to open? So I just want to say thank you for all the people who pushed forward to have Marine Park redone. The kids are really excited about it.
Yes, I am excited to be attending and participating in Edith Blake's celebration of life. Got to meet her several times, and what an amazing lady. She was like living history for our town, like a through line through the whole history. So, our second annual Borough Manager's End of the Year report is out. I'm sure Jim's going to be talking about it, but we're amazing. Did you read this thing? Oh my God, we're killing it. There's some really cool things in here. We got a lot done this year. So this will be made public, I'm sure, right? It'll be on the it'll be on the website and also sitting here out in the Borough Hall, usually up in the clerk's office and up on the 4th floor as well.
Or the newspaper racks that these are going to be on.
Yes.
I expect there should be one at the Y.
You could. Couldn't we do one of these on newsprint? We can put them like on the, like at the library when they have like the thin wooden dowels and you hang it over. That's all I got. Actually, no, I got one more thing. For my birthday, I went to Mila Pizzas for dinner. And I think we just take for granted how amazing the Mexican food is on the west side here. I mean, I realized last week I went to Mila Pizzas, I went to Senor Peppers, and I went to Tino's. Like, amazing, amazing food. If you get a chance, please. What's that?
Hit the trifecta.
Yeah, hit the trifecta. Yeah. And then I got sick from eating too much chocolate cake last night, but that's another story. So yeah, please support all of our businesses, but the West Side could definitely use a little extra sugar these days. So that's all I got. Jim.
Thank you, Mayor. Yes, tomorrow we will release the full 2025 Manager's Report, which will be uploaded in PDF in both English and Spanish online. But yes, it provides a comprehensive look back at the work accomplished by the mayor and council and the staff of the borough. I'm truly, truly proud of this report. It reflects exactly what we're trying to do around here is the transparency and accountability for every one of our departments. It serves as a snapshot of our progress. It really, I really want to recognize the team behind it because it's tremendous, the amount of work that every department puts in across the borough. Police, fire, public utilities, construction, finance, administration, parking, the public library. I mean, everybody's got a little snippet in here, community engagement. You'll see exactly how we're engaging with the community in here. And, I want to thank the mayor and council for providing clear policy and direction that allows my staff to move these initiatives forward efficiently. So really, really appreciative for everything. It's a 30-page report. It's expanded from last year. It's got a lot more information in it. And we're just going to keep building on this and keep this going. I really want to thank Adriana for her help with this. She's tremendous at what she does. We don't have our own, professional marketing team that we hire some outside consulting firm. We do all this in-house. And it really shows because there's a lot of pride behind the work that's in here. And the key themes in the 2025 report, investing in our infrastructure, community quality of life, economic vitality, our responsible governance. Those are a lot of the key themes that are going in there. And, it's really to show the public and everybody that we serve that, these are our benchmarks for progress. And I think it's really a great highlight of 2025. We're already, highlighting things in 2026 to add we're already working on the next report. So really a tremendous job by everybody involved. So that will be out for public consumption tomorrow. I definitely wanted the mayor and council to have first look tonight. Just to shift gears now, Linden Ave project that has started with test pitting on the utilities. So that's getting going now that the weather is beginning to cooperate, even though I can't believe I saw snow today. I wanted to highlight the passport services and the ordinance that was introduced today. I think that's going to be a great program being brought to the borough, that people can come to Borough Hall, make an appointment at the clerk's office, just as they would at, Monmouth County Connection, any, post offices. We take the pictures, we send out the applications, we collect the payments. It's a service that I utilized once in a municipality, and I said, this is something that we need to bring to Red Bank. And I think you can come from any municipality. It's not just for Red Bank residents. It's a revenue generating source for the borough. Mary's taken this ball and really ran with it and did a tremendous job coordinating all of it with her staff. And we're getting everything all set up. So once the adoption of this ordinance is in place, we'll be ready to roll. And we'll definitely do a public information campaign behind it as well. And this week, I also held my quarterly department head meeting with all of our department heads, which was really an effective 2-hour meeting where everybody dove right in and gave great reports and gave us the progress of what they're working on, what their challenges are, what they've faced in 2025 that we can fix in 2026. We actually went through one of our I like to incorporate some professional development into each department head meeting, and we went through a root cause analysis exercise of asking the 5 whys of root causes, and so just something for our department heads to think about when challenges come their way. And lastly, we had our employee appreciation breakfast at the end of last week on Employee Appreciation Day, and truly, it's it's always an honor for me to just kind of kick it with everybody and flip some pancakes and make some eggs, and everybody got to enjoy that. So it's been a great week. Yeah. Thank you, Mayor.
Do we have an exec session, Jim? Do you have anything? No? All right, then, can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Can I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
That's I was looking for my gavel. I haven't seen it since 23.
All right, all set.